I didn't think we were going to be making a Minecraft channel in 2023, but hey, apparently here we are. If you didn't watch my last video, basically we talked about how Mojang changed all of the rules to Minecraft's EULA and Mug and whatever. Basically, things have come out that, oh, you know, they didn't change that much. Doesn't matter. If you want to go watch that video, go and watch it. The fact that they didn't change much in the usage guidelines doesn't actually change the fact that those rules are there, so that video still applies. If you've not been on TikTok or Twitter or Reddit or whatever, you probably have not heard about this new thing that's going on. But if you have been on those platforms, you've probably heard about the Minecraft mob vote revolution. So to start us off, what is the Minecraft mob vote revolution? Why does this exist? What is happening in the community to get everybody so up in arms that we are all teaming up against Mojang? And this isn't a small amount of people teaming up. I mean, quite literally, I'm looking at a petition right now that has 447,000 signatures to end the Minecraft mob vote. To put it simply, we're just tired of having to vote for one good idea when 3 of them have been suggested. Sure, we've had some stinkers in the past, and some of them have just been absolutely useless, but that doesn't change the idea that if we want all 3, we should be able to get all 3 as a community. If you've never realized that the Minecraft mob vote is literally just an advertising ploy that is designed to get people frustrated on social media and get a couple of words here and there trending. I want to say, because I do think it's important, again, I don't think Mojang developers should be harassed over this. However, I will say right now, Mojang is now a multi-billion-dollar company. They're owned by Microsoft, so they should really thicken up their feelings, and they should honestly just continue to push through this. It is the most sold and most popular video game of all time. They must have known that this was not going to work in the long haul. The way the mob vote works in Minecraft, just simply put, is that 3 mobs get pitched to the community, and with those 3 mobs, there are usually 3 ideas, 3 functions that also get pitched alongside it. Only one of those ideas and one of those functions can go through as a package. That's it. From that moment on, the community has some predetermined amount of time to vote, and from there, the community votes, and then that mob that wins goes through. So here's the idea. If you're a fan of me, or if you've watched me for quite some time, you will know that I am a fan of the video game RuneScape. I am. It's no surprise that I love this game because I've been playing this game for longer than some of you guys have been alive. I've been playing this game for 15 years. What I'm saying is that I've seen some bad updates. I want to assure you that things can be fixed. This game is evidence of it. So what did they do? I mean, RuneScape's been around for 20 years, so what the fuck did they do to fix everything? Firstly, fixing everything is impossible, but bringing the game to a point where most of the community is happy with the way that it's going is not impossible. And what Jagex did was introduce their own voting system. Aside from literally creating 2 different versions of the game, one that was based around the old version of RuneScape and one that was based around the new version of RuneScape, that's a totally different idea if Minecraft should have that. They basically introduced a system that verified whether a person had 25 hours of game time and 300 total level. Basically, that just means they play the game. From there, if you fit that criteria, you get to vote in RuneScape polls. Now, these polls are literally about everything from where trees should be moved in the game that have been there for 20 years to literally brand new, full expansions, skills, islands, everything. It's awesome. There is one downside, and what the fuck is the Superman spit curl? There is one downside, and that is that the entire game can sometimes be brought to a halt because the community cannot agree on what is being put into the game. It also doesn't help that the game requires a 70% approval rating to get something through. Not to mention that sometimes the player versus player PvP community has just a stranglehold on what gets put in. They will just outright say no if they disagree with something. When that happens, it is unfortunate. It really sucks. Like literally there was an entire skill. Let me find it. Okay, I found it. The skill was called warding, and in the book, RuneScape, the first 20 years, they say, and I quote, "The warding poll debuted in July of 2019. While the poll brought in a record 125,000 votes, it failed to cross the 75% approval mark. But before they got as far as failing the poll, the developers had already invested countless hours into warding in order to make it as appealing as possible. Such is the catch-22. 22. Underprepare and fail to excite, you fail. Throw everything you can at an idea. If it fails, there's a huge disappointment for the dev team." I think the difference in RuneScape and Minecraft is that Minecraft is a very unique feature, and that is snapshots. Unfortunately, if the community decides, hey, we don't like that, there is wasted dev time. But the thing with it is we will guaranteed get good updates. And if people want those things in, guess what? We have an official show of implementation, and modders can bring that in. Or you could just forego using snapshots completely and just show us what you're thinking, but don't you fucking dare ever say,
"We did show some concept art with birch forest improvements. However, concept art is not a commitment.
Concept art is not a commitment. That is how you piss people off. The solution I'm suggesting allows Mojang to have more fun with the game and also guarantee that the community is not going to bonk them on the head for it if they don't like something. On top of that, they can also choose what not to pull. I'm looking at the calendar, so it's literally just on my mind right now, but when was the last time that we got a Minecraft Halloween update that wasn't something for Bedrock Edition? Or Dungeons, seriously. When was the last time? If I had to guess, I think it would be 2012. Yeah, in 2010, we had the Halloween update, which brought us the Nether, and then in 2012, we had the Pretty Scary update, which brought us beacons, carrots on sticks, withers, etc. What if things like that didn't have to be pulled? They could bring in permanent features, but just make them more fun. Things like that, basically Mojang, long story short, nobody would ever tell you we don't want a feature. And when they do say we don't want a feature, it would be something like completely changing the combat. What people are the most frustrated about is the lackluster wait between those things, not the updates themselves. When the common thread about the brand new 1.20 update or 1.21 or whatever fucking number we're on right now is that, man, this update kind of sucks. It's because we waited an entire year for literally anything. If Minecraft was a buy it once game and it never had a single update, nobody would have complained. I mean, that's just the way that those games work. You buy it, you wait, you get a sequel. But Minecraft is a game that's continually building, and it has one of the largest communities in the world. So you have to find ways to consistently please people. It's just a little difficult for people to be pleased, though, whenever you have to wait 365 days to find out, man, what's the next big feature? And oh, it's just fucking pottery? Okay. And then when it gets introduced, it's half-baked. I also don't want to hear Mojang developers say that what I'm suggesting is impossible, because that's not true. RuneScape did it. Again, they fucking did it. The difference with it is that RuneScape is a monthly game that you have to pay a subscription for. Minecraft is a one-time purchase, which means that Mojang, once you buy their fucking game, they can't make any money off of you, which is why they put all of the interesting shit on Bedrock Edition, where they're hoping you'll move so that they can make repeat purchases from you. I've said it before, and I will say it again. If you absolutely cannot code both versions, Mojang, then you need to kill one of them. Obviously, you're not going to kill Bedrock Edition. That is your bread and butter, so move us all over there. But you absolutely need to fix the problems that Bedrock Edition has, i.e. the game-breaking glitches, and also you need to make it to where we, the players, can also modify the game the way that we want to. We have been playing this game for 15 years. We need to be able to play it the way that we want. I'd also highly recommend that you guys just let the people who are playing the game play the game the way that they want to, because probably around the time that they bought it, that was the thing that they were promised. I hate for this to become the conversation that just goes back to the last one, that basically just says, hey, we want to play the game the way that we want to, let us do that. But man, we're just at this crossroads now where if Mojang does something like a mob vote, then we get super frustrated. I want to see good updates, but I also know that the best way to do that is to get the opinion of the players. The feedback page that Mojang has is ass, and they do not pay attention to it because it's something that can be ignored. It's publicly facing, but nobody gives a shit because it's not on Reddit, it's not on Facebook, it's not on Twitter. That's it. Not to mention, we actually do know that they pay attention to those social medias because they consistently hide the word sex update in any of their replies to any of their tweets. It's fucking hysterical. Go to literally any Mojang tweet and hit hidden replies, and you will just see sex update. They do it all the time. I'm scrolling on Twitter, and I am like, this is recorded after the fact, but I am fucking like laughing at the replies. It is genuinely fucking hysterical. Note, do not go and send sex update messages to Mojang. Don't do that. You're better than that. Don't do it. It should be noted that they are also hiding mob vote revolution posters, though, which is kind of stupid. It's weird. I don't know. I'm seeing them hide some of them. To put it in a list, this is basically what Jagex will pull. High-level design content and concepts for new content, including raid encounters, bosses and challenges, key mechanics, XP rates, etc., quests and rewards. What they won't pull are new game modes, temporary events, assets and visual enhancements, bug fixes, quality of life, integrity and balancing changes, tutorials, pricing, accessibility, and minimal changes. If you want their full list, it's going to be down below the like button. I want to see Minecraft work. I want to see people be able to play this game the way that I have been able to play RuneScape for 15 years. This game, Minecraft, is falling apart at the seams. The community is more divided than they've ever been. The community is also so willing to go to bat for Mojang that it's kind of scary. The community is also so willing to jump down Mojang's throats that it's also equally scary. This is not a good time to be a Minecraft player. I will say to the people that are calling for the end of the mob vote, I kind of agree with you, but also I want to give a piece of wisdom just because I think it's important. If the end of the mob vote happens, if there's no more mob vote, are you going to be happy that your only voice for change in this game is gone? Because let's face it, they do not listen to you anywhere else or anyway else. This might be your only place that you have any say. That's it. That's the end. That's the end of this conversation. I want to see more changes. I want to see the community have a bigger voice. I would like to see us have a proper polling or a voting system. I don't think the mob vote is definitely the way or the one that we should have. I think that it causes too much discourse, but I do think more internal and external discussion about the way that Minecraft is created and given to the players needs to happen. If you guys like this video, consider liking it and also consider subscribing. We're back again. It's crazy. 2 videos in 1 month. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I'm sorry that it's, more of this, but I'm liking this format. I think this is a fun format. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. My name is Michaelmcchill, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Bye.